We are dancing into the new year. We thank God for life. We made it. I'm dancing into 2024. Woo! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Woo! We made it to 2024. Welcome to year 2024. I'm so excited. I mean, a lot has happened in the year 2023, but we want to thank God that we all made it into the new year. He has preserved us. He has kept us. I mean, we all are alive to see the new year. It's a big deal. It's something worth thanking God for. You may still think that God has not done anything for you, but I tell you, He has done so much that if you begin to count your blessings, hey, see, even 365 days in a year will not be enough to recount all the things that God has done. Hey, I hope you know that sleeping and waking up every day, every night, 365 days in a year is no joke. When we sleep, we are dead temporarily. I'm telling you, because many of us, when we are asleep, you don't know what is going on. But God kept you. You know, you can't even watch over your kids, you know, when they are equally sleeping. When they sleep, you know, it's God that is watching over them. We parents, we can't do that for them, but it's God that watches over them, watches over us, that we are the parents as well, watches over our spouse, watches over everyone around us. So we have every cause to be grateful, to be thankful, you know, that we are alive, we are in health, we are healthy, that we can go out, we can come in safely. It's all by God's grace. So we are grateful to God today for this opportunity to be alive, to be well. And I want to celebrate everyone at Mary Clinic. I celebrate you all. Welcome to year 2024. I'm glad you and your family made it to this new year. It's going to be, you know, an awesome year. It's going to be a year where a lot of promises will be fulfilled, and it's going to be a year that you will have a better marriage. It will be a year you will experience love, joy, peace, happiness, harmony, unity, understanding, mutual respect more than ever before in your marriage. It will be a year where you will improve on every side. You will improve, you know, in your communication, in your finances, in your physical well-being, in your physical fitness, even mental health wise. Everything will experience improvement for you. For you who have lost something, I tell you, 2024 will be your year of restoration. If you have ever lost something, God is going to compensate you. I don't know what you have lost in 2023, and you are still crying, you are still weeping. You are like, what is going on? Has God forsaken you? No, I am telling you that come 2024, that thing you lost, a better one will be restored to you. A better one will be given to you. I tell you, God has a compensation package in stock for you, and is going to deliver it to you. So I want to celebrate every one of us at Mary Clinic. Thank God we made it to 2024. I'm so happy that you and I made it into 2024. There is a lot that we need to do in 2024. And I pray that God will give us the strength, the energy, the resources, the positive attitude, the positive mind for us to be able to do all these things, and see results at the end of the day. This is our prayer, this is our goal. So my word for you as couples in this year 2024 is that, marriage, it can be as simple as you make it, and it can be as complicated as you equally make it. See, marriage is what you make it to be, and that is why these days, we can literally say that there are different types of marriage, because what marriage is to me may not be the same thing as what marriage is to you. The way I practice my own marriage is not the same way some other people will practice marriage. I mean, I've seen marriages whereby they will tell you that, sleeping in a separate room is fine. Some will tell you, well, even though we are married, we don't do things together, we don't communicate. I don't even know how he spends money, I don't know how she spends her salary. People are just, they are just married, but they are roommates. For them, that is their own kind of marriage. That is what they have made out of their marriage. It doesn't mean that marriage is bad, and it doesn't mean that this is how God intended or planned that marriage should be. But we human beings, we are the one making all sorts out of this concept of marriage. But I want to challenge us. See, in 2024, I want you to make your marriage a heaven on earth. It's possible, it's achievable, it's what you make it. See, life in itself is already complicated. Don't complicate your life the more by making everything difficult for your spouse and for yourself. See, there are times that you need to chill out, you need to loosen up, you need to be your spouse's friend, you need to make him your friend, you need to make her your friend, you need to make communication even your friend. Learn to communicate. I notice that some of us, we find it difficult to engage in a smooth communication with our spouses even for 20 minutes without quarrel. Some people cannot communicate with their husband or with their wife. Let's just sit down and talk for 20 minutes. I'm not saying for 1 hour, for just 20 minutes. They can't communicate freely for 20 minutes without any quarrel. Hey, quarrel must break out. No, that is not good. You should be able to have constructive heart-to-heart conversation with your spouse without any quarrel. And that is one thing I want us to do in 2024. Listen more. Listening is part of communication. You need to listen to your spouse. Listen to their worries. Listen to their concerns. There are times that they won't even speak words. Their behaviors will show that they are actually saying something. They are saying something in their mind. If you pay attention, if you observe very well, you will notice that they are telling you something, even though they are doing it in unspoken words. But if you pay attention to your spouse, you will get the message and you will adjust. So I want us to do more communication. And please, in 2024, tell yourself you are going to build with your spouse. You are going to build with your spouse, because of what use is marriage when both of you are not building your lives together, when both of you are not building your future together, if you are not building good and godly children together, if you are not building good character, as a man and as a woman. If you claim to be the head of the home, then you should know how to protect your territory, how to protect your wife, to protect your children. You as the wife, the woman of the home, is actually doing your work, then you will be someone that is loving, that is caring. You will not just be the type that wants to collect, that wants to take, but you will want to know where is the resources coming from, how is he getting it, what pain does he go through to even put food on our table. And when you understand all this, you will appreciate the effort he is putting in, and And even the man should appreciate the effort the women are putting in, raising kids, doing chores. It's no joke. That in itself can be a full-time work. However, I believe that even while you are doing that, you should also have some other work going on for you that can help you to earn. That is the only way you can secure yourself and not expose yourself, because the way our world is going right now, one source of income is no longer enough. So you have to keep doing something. So 2024 is a year you must build your home, build your career, build your finances, build your marriage, build your children, build them up into responsible adults. Don't present children that are half baked into society to go get married to someone. Don't let your child be a source of sorrow, a source of stumbling, a source of heartache, mental disorder, mental breakdown for someone else's daughter. Don't let your daughter to be a source of headache for another man. Train your children, show them what it means, to be giving, to be loving, to genuinely care, not for benefit. Show them what it takes to build a home, to show them how to do chores, whether they are male or female. Show them how to be responsible adults in society wherever they find themselves, and how to be useful. When we do this, I tell you, these children will give us peace in our old age. And I will not leave out the place of prayer. Every day, please try, sow a seed of prayer into the life of your children, into the life of your spouse, even into your own life. Because see, prayer has its place. You cannot relegate prayer to the back seat of your life or in your marriage. You have to commit everything to God. The life of your children, your future, your career, the future of your kids, the future of your spouse, your health, your life, your everything. Commit it to God, and He will help you out. When you are at a crossroad, ask Him, Lord, what are you saying? What should I do? Let Him lead you. And I believe so much in prayer, and I also believe that as we are praying, let's also do the work that we need to do as human beings, because I tell you, God has given us everything we need to succeed on this earth, but He expects us to access the knowledge that He has made available to us in this world, to use it to our advantage, to make a success out of everything that we are doing. So you cannot just say you are praying alone when you are not adding work to it. You have to work. And when we say work on your marriage, we are not saying, oh, you should just go there doing house chores, doing chores. That is not what we are saying. When we say work on your marriage, we mean you should work on your relationship with your spouse, on your relationship with your children. Show gratitude. That man that is making ends meet, that is going out there laboring to see that at least there's roof over your head, there's food on your table. Be grateful. Don't say it is responsibility after all. No, be grateful, be supportive. I can't count how many times my husband is always telling me, thank you for all you do for the home. Thank you for the support you give me, for the push, for everything. See, and even now that I'm raising a baby, I may not be contributing anything financially, but I tell you what I'm contributing in other areas. My husband appreciates it so much, because every day I let him know that, see, I appreciate all that you are doing, all this effort, all these sacrifices you are making for us. I do see them and I appreciate them. I'm grateful. I will not say, after all, it's his responsibility. Yes, it's his responsibility, but I don't say that to his face. Rather, I thank him. When he provides this, I say thank you. When he's supporting this area, I say thank you. Even though I don't have anything to give right now because I'm nursing, or anything to contribute, but I have, good words in my mouth to give. I have prayers to give as it's going out. I'm praying for him. Lord, keep him safe, bring him back home, bless the work of his hand as he's building our business. I'm supporting him as well. I'm doing the research at the background. We are building together. That is what marriage should be. And there is no way, husband and wife will be building together that the love will not continue to grow, because you will now see the value in each other. But when one person is building, the other person is scattering, I tell you, hatred will set in. So try as much as possible in 2024 not to do the things that will scatter what your spouse is building. Build. Both of you should build. Gone are those days when they say a woman builds her own home, or a wise woman. This day, even a wise man must equally build his own home. It takes a man and a woman to build a home. Have you ever seen a building, with one pillar holding it? No. If we see a building, you will see several pillars holding that building, which tells you that no one person can build a home. It takes two and more to build a home. Teach your children to how to build with you. They must not go out there to do things that will destroy what you are building. They must not go out there to do things that would wipe out everything that you have ever labored to invest in them. Same thing with you, husband. You can't go out there to be doing things that would jeopardize all the investment all the things that your wife has labored to invest to build the marriage. Same thing, you the woman, you can't go to town and be doing things that will cause a destruction or that will pull down what your husband is laboring to build. Both of you must build, and it takes two to build a lasting legacy, a lasting marriage. Let us really build our marriage in 2023. Let us build our communication as well. Learn to communicate. Understand your spouse. Understand their love language. Understand the pains in their heart. Understand their worry. Understand their concerns. At times my husband will say, I hear your concerns. I hear your concerns. And I'll be like, oh, you hear my concerns? Yes, because he pays attention to me, and he will be like, okay, I can read your fears. You should get to that level whereby even when your spouse is not talking, you can read their fears, you can read their doubts, you can read what is causing them not to be vulnerable with you. You can read it, and if you can read that, you will know how to adjust. You will know how to work things out. You will know how to build together. And please be trustworthy, and please be trustworthy in 2024. Be reliable, be dependable. Let your spouse be able to trust you. When you are trusted, I tell you, your marriage will be at peace. And for you to be trusted, you need to be transparent and accountable. Be accountable. Let your partner know where you are going. Let them know your movement. Don't be hiding things. Don't be doing shady things behind the back of your partner. Be open, be transparent. We live life once. Why are you complicating your life with all these side roles you are doing? All those things will only complicate your life. A wise person will not do all of that. Focus on the one you marry. Build together. Love yourself. And I tell you, God's blessing will be over your life, and life itself will smile on you. Lastly, let me leave a word for our singles. Are you a single lady out there, or a single guy, and you have been trusting, you've been hoping that someday you will find the right man or the right woman? I tell you, in 2024, God will show up for you, but make sure that you depend on Him to choose for you, to help you in making that choice. And in the bid of depending on God to make that choice, you also need to be observant. There will be a lot of handwriting on the wall for you to know if this one is responsible or not. Don't just settle for anything because time is going, because it will be very dangerous for you to settle for anything. I tell you, the repercussion will be worse than the current state you are in right now. So why not be hopeful? Marriage is not the ultimate. Marriage is not the end of the world. If you don't get married, it doesn't make you a non-entity. I know society has made it look like, oh, marriage is everything, marriage is your passport to heaven. that is what society has made it to be. But you need to let yourself know that there is more to your life than marriage. And I tell you, in heaven there is nothing like marriage. So if you have that understanding, then you will not rush into marriage only to rush out. You will, be careful in making your choice. The red flags are always there. At times we ignore it, and we jump in only to jump out. So for our singles, please patiently wait on God. And I tell you, your own bone of your bone will locate you. God will order your steps more than ever before in year 2024. Some of you are not visible. No man can see you, no woman can see you. Why? Because you buried your head so much in maybe your work or in whatever you are doing, that you are not visible. We can't see you. Some of you, there is like a veil covering your face. You need to tell God, Lord, take away every veil covering me. Lord, order my step to where my spouse is. The Bible says that the Spirit of God gathers them. Tell God to gather, to bring you together with the one that He has chosen for you. And another thing is, some of us might need to change our location. We might need to change our environment for you to meet with this man or with this woman. Don't stay in one place for too long. If things are not working for you in that location, move. And before you know it, you will see God smiling at you on the other side. But you must be led by God. Be sure that this is God leading you, to move out from that particular place or that particular location, or to even relocate completely. Let God order you. When God is leading you, I tell you, your life will be so easy for you. Life will be easy for you. Life is already hard. Let us not make it harder for ourselves. Let's do things right. Let's love genuinely, not for the benefit. Let's build in our marriage, and be sensitive to your spouse. Be sensitive to their needs. Be sensitive to their wants. Be sensitive to their fears. Be sensitive to their worries. Don't expose your spouse to danger. Don't expose your children to danger. Don't expose your wife to side chick. Don't expose your home to concubines. Do the right thing. And I tell you, when you do the right thing, the peace of God will fill your heart. You will be truly happy in life. And not that you were happy as a single, and when you get married, your life becomes a sad news. We don't want that. We want your life to be a good news always. So marriage shouldn't turn your life to a sad news. So I'd like to stop here now. I wish us all a happy and a prosperous new year 2024. Please continue to follow us, continue to join us. We hope to do more, God helping us, this year 2024. And we will see you soaring, we will see you prospering, we will see you rising in 2024. See you again. I remain your host, Morala Han Oputi. Until we meet again, I say bye bye.